Hey guys, welcome back to Gulfside Bait Works. Today we're going to do something kind of interesting. We're going to do a color match. So yesterday was Father's Day, and the kids got me like a surprise fishing lure box. What's it called? Saltwater fishing kit, tackle box co. Yeah, and this is one of the things that was in it. The kids like surprise stuff, but this thing I thought was super cool, and I want to do a color match to it. So this is a cycle bait underspin from 10,000 Fish. It says by Catchco. So that's who made this. It says featuring a Colorado cycle blade, and the color is Blueback herring. So I think this thing is really cool. So we're going to use this. I've had a similar one of these one time in the past. So I think this type of, I like underspins, and I think this is cool. So it's got like instead of having a swivel, it's just got a bunch of different sized rings. So I don't think it's going to fully spin, but I think it's going to really make a bunch of noise. See if the thing will pick that sound up. But yeah, and it's got two bait keepers. It's got an interesting color. I'm thinking I can catch some trout on this. I'm thinking so. So for the color, and how's the camera looking? Turn it a little more this way. Okay. Yeah. So the top is kind of it's a dark purple, but it's not super thick. Am I in the camera good there? Yeah. It's like a dark purple, but it's not super thick. And then it's got some blue down the sides, some yellow down the sides, and the bottom is predominantly white. So that's the color I want to match. So for this purple, I was thinking about what can I do to get that purple, and I remembered a color that I have not used in forever, and that is Junebug 201 from Lureworks. I don't generally use this to make Junebug. I think that it's a little too gray, in my opinion, to my eye. I use a different Lureworks color. I use Florida Grape usually, or Black Grape, either of those. But this one, it's kind of, to me, had more of a gray look. So it's like a purpley gray, and I think it'll work well with that. To get the blue in the side, I was thinking blue rupees. So the top will be this with blue rupees in it. And for the bottom, obviously for the white, we'll do white pearl, simple enough. Some white pearl. I lost the top to it, so it just sits out of the way. But yeah, white pearl. Now for that yellow, I haven't decided what to do. I've been going back and forth. I'm thinking, I was kind of thinking, whoa, oh, there goes one of my molds. And there goes everything else. All right. I was kind of thinking scorpion, but scorpion has that red as well. So instead, I might maybe mix some sunfish in with the white, and maybe some gold rupees to get that yellow, because I don't really have a yellow. I don't have any like chartreuse or bright yellow flake at all. I have a huge entire shelf of flake, but I don't have yellow, unfortunately. So I think we're going to do gold rupees in the bottom with white pearl and a little bit of sunfish, and then the top Junebug and blue. And I think that'll give me a pretty good color match. For our baits today, I grabbed two molds. We got the Rip Wrap from Angling AI, one of my best fish catchers. Love this mold. It's great. If you do not have this mold, this is the 3.8 inch version. This is the 3.8 inch version. I would suggest thinking about getting this. It's an amazing all-around mold. I've caught fish in every type of water with this, so that's going to be one. And then I was thinking too of making some big hammers. So this is the Hammer XL. I did a review on this mold, but if you haven't watched the channel before, it's Angling AI's hammer mold, but it's just bigger than the regular hammer mold. Yeah, I think I'm going to make a few of these as well, so I have a bigger bait to throw with it too. So those are the two molds we're going to use. My plastic just beeped, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that, move it to the vac, and I will bring you guys back when we are ready. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. All right, guys, back. Got our plastic hot and ready, and I made an executive decision. We are going to add some Sonic with the blue rupees on the top side. So let's go ahead and we'll do our top side first. We're using craw tube today. The Rip Wrap works good with pretty much anything except Worm Blend. You know, you want more action, softer. You want a little less action, you can go up to like Saltwater Blend. But for the big hammer that we're going to shoot, I've found that anything lighter than craw tube and the baits fall apart because it's a big bait with a big chug on the tail. So craw tube. So that's what we're using today. Let's start out with 10 drops of our June bug. Okay, so we got 10 drops of June bug. All right. You know, as you can see, it looks kind of dark when you look at it as a whole, but it's fairly light and kind of a grayish blue, you know, blue-gray color. I think I do need a little more. I think we're probably still pretty clear, probably way too clear. So let's put 10 more drops in. All right, so that's 20 drops of June bug in there. As you can see now it's pretty purple, but still pretty clear. And yeah, I think that's gonna do that. So now let's put the Sonic in, put the magic in. All right. So this is a hollow shift from our friend Michael at 8-Bit Baits, aka Bait Chuckin'. So this is a fancy material. This is our top of the line material, and it's going to have a super cool effect here when we add it. If you've never used the hollow shifts before, you should definitely try them. I mean, I get that they're expensive, 100% understand that, but the effects they have are incredible. And that is our Sonic Holo Shift. Yeah, check that out. I mean, it just adds a depth that's incredible. I think the depth that it adds, the part that makes it really just incredible, is that at certain angles, it's clear and just totally disappears if you hold it up to the light at certain angles. At other angles, it gives you almost like an effect that it has a pearl in it, but it's clearer than a pearl. That's just what's so cool about it. But yeah, so anyway, this video wasn't about just talking about how cool those are, but it's really true, and you should most definitely think about picking some up if you haven't tried the holo shifts. Yeah, so random PSA there that I just thought of. So now let's get some blue rupees in there. I gotta wipe this out. Still got silver rupees from last time I used it. All right. As you can see, I've been blasting through the blue rupees. These things are another 8-bit product that's just incredible. All right. So that's Crushed Rupees 005, blue rupees. Yeah, check that out. You can see too how the Sonic and the blue rupees play off each other. And then we got that dark purpley color that really does a good job matching that dark purple here. I think that that's a winner. Heck, that would be a winner by itself. If I was just shooting like a Senko in that color, that would be a winner. Or a stick bait in that color. All right, so now let's get our other color here. Now we're gonna get our white bottom with, oh man, this hardened up quite a bit. Might have to mic this before we continue. Ooh, all right, yeah, we gotta mic this real quick. So I'll be right back. We're back and we are ready to go. So let's do this. So let's start out with, we're not gonna be super shy with our white pearl here. We're gonna do a 1/16 in a cup. All right. Whew. Touch the other cup there with my fingers. Okay, so we pull it up. We're pretty white, still pretty clear. Got that white shine. That's looking pretty good. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of sunfish in there to add some gold sparkle to it. Fingers got worm oil and all other kind. There we go, got it. All other kind of stuff on them. So yeah, there's our sunfish. This is a pixie dust, another great 8-bit product. Going a little heavy on 8-bit today, but that's okay. I do that all the time, and it is worth it. All right, so we're gonna put a 64th in because I just want a tiny bit of this. Interesting. Oh yeah, this one has a backer, so it kind of gave it a little reddish flare, almost. But I'm getting those, but when we bring it up here, it's still nice and white. It's just when it's real thick like that, we get that reddish flare. We'll see how that goes. And you can see that we're getting a little bit of that gold shine from the pixie dust there. Let me put the top back on this carefully, and we'll show you what number the sunfish is. I don't have them all memorized yet. It is PD006. All right, now let's throw some gold rupees in there. Now this is a lot lighter than the other side, so I think we're going to use a 1/8 versus a 16th on this one. So all right, so we got that gold shine in there and the shine from the two different things, plus the white shiny, and we pull it up and see it's still very clear. So I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that little bit of redness you get from the sunfish, because I remember Bait Chuckin' was talking about sunfish. Sunfish has a backer in it, and that's what adds that red color. Kind of reddish orangish, kind of tan really when you put it in white, but like I said, when you pull it up and you see it when it's thinner, you don't need to worry about that, so that should be just fine. All right, let me check these. Yeah, I'm gonna throw these in the mic and then we'll get ready to shoot. All right, so we'll be back in just a moment. All right, we are ready to shoot. Gloves on the wrong hand here. This one does either side, but this one's only one. But all right, so let's go ahead. We're going to shoot the XL hammers first. I think it's 4.75 is the size on that, if I remember correctly. And then we're going to shoot the 3.8 ripper wraps as well. And this is a fairly large bait, so it's got a really long sprue on it for a single sprue. Alright. And these molds are cold, so, you know, we'll... don't do that to me. It's binding up on me. Everything was cold, so we're gonna have to shoot the other one in just a second. I'm gonna have to reset up, so give me just a minute and we'll come back to that. All right, we're back. Got my plastic melted down, heated back up, so we're ready to shoot again. And hopefully this time we don't get bound up. Like I said, everything was cool, so you know, it happens. Yeah. Okay, so got that in there, and now our rip wraps. There's 1, 2, 3, and number 4. Yeah, see, it didn't bind up on me that time because everything's warmed up now. All right. All right, well, we'll let that cool down and then we'll be back. I'll see you guys in a second. It's been a couple minutes, so this stuff should be all good to go. Here, let's check out. I know I've heard people like to see the dual injector guy here. So yeah, here's our colors. And all right, we'll set that aside. Put this guy back together. All right, so let's check these out. So this third one here is where my injector bound up on me. So I'm fairly certain these two are okay. That third one might not have come out though. So we'll see. See what she did. And this is the Anglian AI Hammer XL 4.75. Oh no, they did all come out. Look at that. Those came out good. All right. Ooh, man, that crawl tube is tough. Yeah? All right, cool. It did come out. So yeah, there we go. So we got the Sonic and the blue rupees added in there to get that blue on the top. Got some gold in there for our yellow. I think that is going to make a pretty mean bait. Yeah. Oh yeah. That is going to be dope. There's this one. Now this one I'm wondering, okay, yeah, so I poured some in the front and you'll see it's all white there at the very front because I added some since my thing bound up on me, but that's fine. That'll still fish just fine. And here's the other one, so we'll put the 3 of them together here. Yeah. I think that those came out nice. And I'm betting the rip wraps are going to be just as good. So set this stuff off to the side. I really need to clean up here, huh? Somebody pointed out that I have all those empty buckets and the plastic could go in the empty buckets, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. So we're going to work on that sometime, eventually, I swear. But anyway. All right, set that aside. Now let's check out our rip wraps. Can't go wrong with the rip wrap. It is a fish catcher. Oop, they didn't want to come out on the right side. That's okay. Whew. Yo, and this one's a fish catcher too. I caught a big bass, like I didn't weigh it unfortunately, but I'd guess it was probably 3-pounder. It was bigger than most of the bass we catch in that pond, so it's on one of those. So yeah, that's a fish catcher too. But yeah, here we go. Let's check out the rip wraps. Look at that. So We can see our gold and white. We can see our blue and purple. There's the other two. And put it here with this guy. Yeah, I think that's going to be a, I think that's going to work. You got the bigger version if you want to throw bigger. Whew. All right, yeah, without a doubt, I think these came out excellent. So let's talk about what we did once I get this put away or closed up. And yeah, so for our baits here, we did 20. The top half was 20 drops of June bug. We did a 1/8 of Sonic. That's HS 610. That's a hollow shift. And we did a, I believe we did a quarter. No, I take that back. We did, yeah, what's the big one? The big one's a quarter. We did a quarter of Blue Rupee. So that was our top color. That's how we got that. And then for our bottom color, we did a 1/16 of White Pearl with an 1/8 of Gold Rupees and a 64th of Sunfish. Now, if you wanted to make this and you wanted to make it less gold, more white, you could leave the Sunfish out. But I think having that gold in there to give us the that yellow down the side is definitely worth adding. You know, and you could probably also use Warmouth instead of Sunfish. They're very close. So if you have that, you can make something close. Because, you know, another thing for me is I like pointing out there's more than one way to make most things. So yeah, let's set up here everything we did. Alright, and then I'll bring the camera around like we usually do. Yep. I just have to put this here so it'll stand up. Kind of, you know, gotta make it look a little nice, right? Just need this to stand up long enough for you guys to come over. All right. Nothing wants to stand up. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, that is what we did today. Bring it around. Just check them out. So yeah, we were doing a color match to this cycle bait underspin from 10,000 Fishing, and the color was Blueback herring with a 3/0 hook. All right, and you guys saw we just went over all the colors we used, lots of 8-bit, some Lure Works, angling AI molds today. So yeah, there we go. That's our bait. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you next time. I appreciate you coming by. Like, subscribe, tell me if you would have done it any different. Throw me some comments, let me know what you think, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming by Golfside Baitworks.